YouTube. You can't just get in front of the mic and just be boring and bland and like, okay, I'm gonna change my oil. You're not gonna make it. Hey guys, well, welcome back to the channel. Today I am at a car show. I really didn't intend to come out to this show today, but a friend of mine showed up. So in advance, I made the title for this video. I think it's called something like, why is it so hard to make it as a car YouTuber? It's intended to be partly educational based on my experience. I'm gonna kind of tell you why I think it's very hard to make it on YouTube as a car YouTuber. I've been doing this for about 3 years, and this channel was my first of 2 channels. So I have a second channel. This information could apply to everyone, but because my niche is automotive on YouTube, I kind of titled it especially for guys or for people that do YouTube content. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click like on the video, subscribe to the channel. This is Don, and you're watching The Bitter Car Guy. Why would you want to do YouTube? One of the main drivers of wanting to do YouTube is there's money involved. YouTube is the second largest or second most popular website on the internet. The first is Google, of course, and Google owns YouTube. YouTube gets money from advertisers, and then it splits that money based on their placement on your videos. It splits that money with you as a content creator if you meet certain requirements. And those requirements are, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers, you need to have 4,000 hours of watch time, or 10 million shorts views within, I think, a period of 90 days. Once you meet that threshold, you should be able to monetize on YouTube, and then YouTube does like a 45-55 split generally with you based on the amount of ads it runs on your content while people are watching. Now, I'm not going to downplay it. Getting 1,000 subscribers, very hard. Getting 4,000 hours of watch time, also equally hard. Trying to get 10 million shorts views within 90 days, really, really hard. Let's swing around and check out this Porsche while I talk. So I like the wrap on this Porsche, and then this is the new BMW XM SUV. And I'm in the exotic section, and there's a reason why I'm here in the exotic section, and it's gonna come across pretty soon. It's very windy, so hopefully I'm not getting a lot of wind noise on the video. I apologize in advance. I didn't know it was gonna be this windy. Oh, the Lotus Emira. First time I'm seeing one. Wow. Lotus Emira. And then there's like a Lotus Elan and Maseratis or whatever, but let's swing the camera back around to me. So one of the first challenges you are gonna have trying to make content on YouTube as an automotive car YouTuber is, and I know you've been watching people like Whistling Diesel, the Smoking Tire, Shmee 150, TJ Hunt, and others. And those guys have been on YouTube for a very, very long time. They've honed their craft, they've earned their audiences. I don't envy them because they've had to do a lot to get to where they are. But the current reality is, if you want to make it on YouTube now and to be relevant on YouTube and to get an audience on YouTube, the expectation of your audience is going to be a lot different. They are expecting you, based on what they're seeing on YouTube, is for people to show up with like a fancy car. I mean, I've seen guys show up on YouTube, their first video is they've got a Pagani Huayra and they're drifting it in the snow or doing some crazy stuff. There are other guys who show up, oh, I have a Lambo Aventador as my first car and I'm gonna be a YouTuber. And if you're showing up with your daily, whether it's a 370Z or a Nissan Z, a Toyota Supra, or you know, an Acura Integra, something like that, the competition is going to be a lot different because, you know, these guys outweigh you. People want to see new and shiny and expensive, and that kind of sets a standard that you have to work against. It makes it a lot harder for you to kind of break through the ice and get your content to be seen. There's only so much you can do with your daily. I mean, first off, you need it to get to your job so you can pay your bills and, you know, live. So you can't go do something crazy like put twin turbos on your daily. First off, you may not have the money to do that. And YouTube kind of encourages that. They want you to do that type of stuff. Take a course, put 2 turbos in it, make it shoot flames, and then yeah, you might get an audience, or you may not. So that's one of the biggest hurdles to making it on YouTube, in that the competition based on what's in the space is a lot harder to get noticed. But swing the camera back on me. By the way, I like the LC500. That's really cool. STI wagon, we got some Mustangs and Jags and everything else going on. This is the new Mustang, by the way. Is this the Dark Horse? I think it is the Dark Horse. Really, really cool. But let me swing the camera back on me. Now, the second reason why it's really hard to make it on YouTube as an automotive YouTuber is that when you're starting, people are expecting a certain level of professionalism in the way you present your content. You need to be able to talk on mic, you need to be comfortable in front of the camera, you need to be able to present your information pretty well. They don't want to see any shaky footage, they don't want to see jittery stuff, they don't want the ums, the ahs, all of that stuff. And when you're starting off as a YouTuber, it's kind of pretty hard to kind of pull it together. Unless you have a background doing presentations and stuff, it's going to be really, really hard for you to feel comfortable on the camera. When I first started a few years ago, I was very self-conscious. Even though I did presentations for my job, it took a while for me to get comfortable talking to a camera and not feeling self-conscious that someone is going to look at it, see it, and criticize it. Once you get beyond that fear of criticism, it gets easy. And it takes a little while based on who you are. But going back to my original point, when you start as a YouTuber, people are expecting you to be polished from the jump. Oh, this Volvo 240 is banging, 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 banging. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Wide body. That is amazing. Wow. Some interesting cars. I think my buddy should be somewhere around here. I just got to let him know that I'm here. But let's go to the third point that I wanted to touch on as to why it's really hard to make it as a YouTuber on YouTube. The third is any organization that you're in, whether it's at your job or whether it is at school, work, wherever, there's a hierarchy. You have the base, which is wider, and then at the top it's going to be smaller, and that's the same for YouTube. So coming in, you're going to be jumbled into a mass of other people trying to get recognized on YouTube. You're going to be at the bottom of the pyramid. Depending on your efficacy, how good you are at putting together your information and dispelling it to people, you might move up the ranks real quick. Now, is there someone at the top? Maybe Mr. Beast, he's at the top. And if you aspire to be that, it's going to be a lot of work, because I think Mr. Beast has been in the game for so long. I think he didn't have 1,000 subscribers, I think 2 or 3 years into his journey on YouTube. So that kind of tells you how hard it is to break through, and if you stick it out, you might make it. Yeah, you're gonna have to work your way up. First off, if you want to get monetized, you got to get that 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time. Let's swing around and watch these. So that's the first hurdle you're gonna have to get to. Once you get monetized, you're gonna have to get, I think it's 100,000 subscribers, and you get a silver play button. You got 1 million subscribers, you got a gold play button. You get to Mr. Beast level, then you get a diamond. But that's the third hurdle, right? You're gonna have to get monetized first, and then you're gonna have to work your way up to the different levels. And this is not meant to discourage you as a potential creator. It's just to be very honest with you as to what you're getting yourself into if you are an aspiring YouTuber. It is work. So if you do have a job, now you're gonna have to factor YouTube into the equation, because you want to do this as a passion. So really, the third hurdle is you're going to have to work your way up to the hierarchy. You're going to have to dedicate time to doing YouTube, and it's going to be eating into your fun time. You know, your friends, you may not be able to dedicate as much time to your friends and your family, depending on what you want to do on YouTube, whether you're going to be wrenching on cars, you're going to be flipping cars, you're going to be going to car shows. You're going to have to make sure you're dedicating your time to that pursuit Because if you are serious about doing YouTube, it is going to take a while. It's not going to happen 1 week after you put in your first video. I mean, everyone on YouTube has gone through the same thing. They've had to create an account, they've had to make a video, they've got to press upload, they've got to put a title, a thumbnail, a description, and then once they publish that video, they cross their fingers and their toes, hoping someone would see their content. People watch your content, they're going to subscribe. If they subscribe, then you might be able to monetize. So everyone has gone through the same process that you're going to be going through if you decide to do this. And if you are already doing it and you're frustrated because you're not seeing the growth and you're not seeing the results, you're going to have to switch things up. But you're going to have to be consistently posting, whatever that is, whether it's once a week, once a day, whatever you decided to do, you're going to have to continue doing that in order to see success on YouTube. So the fourth point, or the fourth reason why it's so hard to make it on YouTube, is YouTube seems to encourage or kind of relies on some dramatization. You know, you gotta make your videos compelling to watch. And if you watch someone like Whistling Diesel, he does some crazy stuff and expensive stuff as well. I mean, he burnt a Ferrari in a field. You know, he took his Ferrari off-road, you know, and if you're starting off YouTube, unless you have deep pockets, I don't know if you can afford to burn down a Ferrari or something like that. So a lot of people resort to other ways to kind of gain the eyeballs that are needed to get the subscribers, the watch hours, etc. Some people do it the legal way. You go to a drift track and you build a drift car, or you do revs or whatever. You do it legally, and that's going to be, you know, one way to do it. It's a little more expensive. It's going to require money. It's going to require resources, etc. Other people do it the other way. They go to takeovers and they do street racing and all that stuff. You know, so there is some drama that you're going to be required to do to make it at YouTube. You can't just get in front of the mic and just be boring and bland and like, okay, I'm gonna change my oil. You're not gonna make it, okay? So you're gonna have to figure out how to amp up your presence so that people wanna watch your content. And that's the bottom line. People need to be drawn to you as a personality. Wow. They need to be drawn to your content, and you're gonna have to figure out that formula that works for you. Whether you know how to hook people from the get-go or how to keep them coming back for more. But bottom line, there is going to be some dramatization required. It's almost like the Kim Kardashian effect of doing YouTube. Oh, that's a nice dog. Cane Corso. Let me swim. What breed is this? A Cane Corso?
It's a Presa Canario.
Oh wow, I've never heard of that one.
They're from the Canary Islands.
Canary Islands. So is it like a hunting dog or something?
It's a property livestock guardian dog.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Nice face.
Thank you.
Why is his hair so short? Did you crop it?
Crop it.
Okay. Very nice.
Thanks, man.
I like his musculature.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry guys. I had to check that dog out. He's nice. But yeah, you're gonna have to be kind of dramatic on YouTube in order to make it. So please share this video with someone who you know wants to be or is thinking of being a YouTuber, so they can see the reality of it. You can put a lot of hours into this and see nothing. You can put a lot of hours into it and see something. I just want to be realistic with you as to what you're getting into, the demands in order to be a successful YouTuber, what is going to be required. I mean, the minute you upload one video, you are a YouTuber. But in order to be successful at it, you're going to have to continue uploading content. You're going to have to be compelling to your audience. There is a lot of competition out there. So share this with your friends. I'll try to see if I can continue making some more educationally connected videos around the auto YouTube space. My second channel is in the link down below. It is a hiking channel. I do a lot of hiking and outdoor stuff, and I would love it if you come over there and support that channel as well. But yeah, please go check out my second channel. Give me some love on that channel. Like this channel. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video as well. And this is Don. I'm signing off. I will see you on the next one. Thanks for checking me out. Hopefully I've been able to impart some knowledge to someone out there who's watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.